Good morning, and welcome back to Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching to You Stay Classy, Sammarinese. Wow, what an interesting, different introduction that was. Yes, it was. So, since our last video, we have played two games, two surprising results, or not really surprising results, perhaps. A 5-0 win over Piacenza, which I believe was mostly done in the second half. Yes, it was. We were 1-0 up. 2-0 up, and then we had a good little 3-minute run. They had a man sent off, and then we scored twice. But they had a man sent off, and then we scored twice from corners. So unless he was always marking Jean Villamose before, which I suppose maybe that's the case. But we did pretty well. Luis Ramos, Caballero scored twice. Then we played Pescara, those tricky Dolphin boys, and we beat them 2-0. Figueredo and Monteiro both scoring. They were pretty poor. We didn't do as well as our dominance suggested we should have done in terms of the result, in terms of the scoreline, but we won. The reason Figueredo was playing was because Caballero was out suspended for picking up a whole bunch of yellow cards. And I mentioned in the last video that Jan Marchand was back from injury, only for immediately afterwards him to have his jaw dislocated in a training game. So poor that dude, he's having quite the season. Now that means that the table looks like this. That's right, we are top of the league. So we are top of the league. Us and Fiorentina have had a little bit of a wobbler. Let's have a look at their squad and then their fixtures. The last couple of games they had 2 losses in a row. Grosseto and Siena, which means that they are equal on points with us. They actually, this game here, the Grosseto win, they came back only in the very last few minutes to win, which was frustrating because it would have put us clear at the top, but it hasn't because of just the way things have fallen. But the good news is we are actually in the situation whereas if we beat Bologna today, we might be essentially not mathematically, but we might be essentially clear at the top, or in the top 2. So I think a win against Bologna and another win against Vicenza, and I think we're probably pretty much sure that we're going to go up this season. So big news. Now I just need to mute myself, and here we go again. So let's carry on then, shall we? They're in good form. Their goal-scoring extravaganzas they've been enjoying over the last few games. They've not lost for ages. In fact, they won 7-0 against Empoli recently. But they haven't won in 2 games, so maybe we can just catch them with their pants down and nick that win. Who are Fiorentina playing? They're playing Monza. They're not a good side, so that should come in handy for us. Now, I know he scored. I'm going to take out Figueredo, and I'm actually going to put him in on the bench instead of Sherlock, because Sherlock hasn't really done brilliantly recently. There's comments in the suggestions that actually Groenendijk shouldn't play, but he's in excellent form in his last 5 games. So what do you say to that, friend? Maybe we could take out Jimmy Murphy and put Harry Nias on the bench, so we will. And at the defensively, there's very little you need to change. We haven't got very many options, so let's just go with it. 4-4-2 versus 4-4-2. That we've had a couple of games like this recently, which have just been the dogs' shit, like the dribbly shits. We played, I think the game that we won 2-0 that I mentioned before. It was 4-4-2 versus 4-4-2. We just cancelled each other out and we scored 2 goals, and it was just awful to watch. So, yeah, maybe that'll happen again. Wouldn't mind it. Oh, Francois, fouls. I'm going to have to sniff. Sorry about that. And the free kick goes over. So got a little bit of a sniffle at the moment. I don't think it's a proper sniffle. I think it's just... it's quite cold today, and we slept with the window open, so I think that might just be influencing the old snifferoonies. Go on, son. Groenendijk to Monteiro, tackles Groenendijk. What form he must be in to think he could have scored that. Bloody hell. Francois to Caballero to Ramos, but Farina saves. Now Ramos's corner. He comes in. Frosinari clears. They foul our boy now. Kalamiotis. He's been booked a yellow card. There are quite a lot of Greeks in this league. Ramos goes for a free kick. He actually he scored in that 5-0 win we had against whoever it was, Monza or what have you. He actually scored a free kick in that game. So, good. Montero, terrible. Yeah, the oh my god, Fiorentina are losing. So just keeping the points as we are would be really good. Orsi has fouled. Who are Fiorentina playing against? Monza. They're 1-0 down. This is good. Orsi will be out of the next match. Oh, I like that kind of in-swinging, dangerous. Oh, they've had another foul and another yellow card. Bologna's players seem to be losing it a little bit. Solvi out to Francois. Fusco out to Francois again. Ramos! Oh, Ramos' shot flies over the bar. That's a big shame. Solvi, nice tackle in midfield. Montero with the ball. Grunendijk. Oh, I thought he was going to slip it down the wing, but no, it goes all the way back to Otterdal. Francois now with it. Otterdal to Francois, to Villamos. Fusco. Ramos to Caballero. Nice. Oh, Caballero! Oh, nice effort from the lad. And that's the end of the first half. Basically, a flurry of yellow cards. I'm pleased with how things are going. Oh, hang on. Why did you not like that then? You stupid pieces of filth. Alright, try that then. Try my assertive team talk, bitches. Otterdal out towards Caballero. Caballero, tackled. Oh, Cochito, or Cosito, or Chochito, or many other names. Anyway, he got himself a yellow card as well. Do not shoot, please, Ramos. Thank you. Oh, don't do that. That guy's name looks like Yum, but it's actually Urine. Oh, is his name Urine? Like it would be like urine. Yeah, it is. His name is Urine. Nice. Caballero. Oh, all the deflections. Solvi's shot then flies wide. There's a lot of yellow cards in the Bologna side now. Oh no, now they have a corner. Oh my goodness me. We just about managed to clear that. Nicely done. But yeah, hearts in mouth moment there. Briefly, Andres. Oh no, good again. Francois clears. And Fiorentina have equalised against Monza. Francois to Ramos. Ramos up the line to Caballero. Montero hits the side netting. It would have been a flipping lovely goal, but it wasn't to be. We're going to bring on nice Gino, refresh our attack. We're also going to bring on Figueiredo to refresh our attack. And I think we're going to bring on Mercado. Are we? Yeah, we're going to bring on Mercado to refresh our attack. Slightly early triple Wheatland, but we have to go for it. We need to win this game. And we need to capitalise on the fact that we're actually sort of seeming... Oh no! Oh, it's gone wide. It took a deflection that's probably helped. Here comes the corner. Oh, terrible. It's quite rare. I mean, Football Manager's not great at corners. It's quite rare for a corner to be that bad. Solvi up to Caballero. Caballero scores. What a finish that is. That was a little bit like... I mean, in no way anywhere near as spectacular, but a little bit like James Rodriguez's goal in the World Cup, where he like the ball is headed out to the midfield. Whilst he's challenging for it, they put it back in. He takes it on his chest, turns and shoots. I think Caballero obviously didn't take it on his chest, turn and shoot, but Gino heads over. But lovely stuff anyway. San Marino are taking a huge stride in and Fiorentina have scored. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, we've got to see this out. We can't count our many lovely chickens. No, it's not an own goal. It's just gone in. But well done, Bologna, I suppose. Not really deserved, but it is what it is. I do believe we might have the power to score another one. Oh, Chappie Ramos, what are you doing there, my friend? That's like dangerously close. That's very upsetting. Let's go overload. Figueiredo. Oh, he loses out, but Mercado. Solvi. Figueiredo. Oh, again, his shots just sort of clamped down upon by the defence there from Bologna. Astolfi, we head it over. It's a corner. Niet. Oh no! Oh, good. Well done, Mila. No, come on now. Thank you. We've absolutely battered them. They've only had 2 shots on target all game. Do not lose this now. Yes, go on, Caballero. He's okay. Oh, go on, Figueredo. Oh, all you needed to do was tap that home. Francois heads it back and it's a corner. What are you doing, boys? I mean, I know that this is kind of my fault. I have set them up to just essentially do anything to score. No. Good defending. And it's ended 1-1. Not a bad second half for sure. Overall, we should have won that game. I'm just going to say to them they were unlucky because, I mean, we played really well. I mean, for once, we actually did play very well. Fiorentina has won 3-2 again. That's very frustrating. Andria, I believe, have won as well. They have, so we're still 7 points clear with, I think, 5 games left. But at least we're now playing Vicenza, who are pretty poor. And they did just lose. So I'm hoping that we can go on to... Oh, well, we've got 2 players out with Vicenza being relegated. Advice. It'll tell us how many points we need to get promoted, I expect. Yeah, there it says at the top. I don't care about his Yeah, you can just scout all these chappies. They're always rubbish. 6 points to guarantee promotion. So that means that we'll probably do... Oh, and Andrea is one of those games. Okay. So we'll probably do... This as a double header. And then... a triple video for Andrea Siena Empoli to finish off our Serie B days. If we get promoted, of course. Oh man, but now the thought initially and immediately and naturally turns to how the fuck are we supposed to stay in the top division? Wraith's Fernandez, what the hell is he doing at Wraith? And also he's terrible. Why are you offering me these players? How is a Scottish First Division side signing someone for £140,000? Juventus has actually won, which means for the first time in a little while, because of my recording schedule, I should fire up the old spreadsheet. It's been a while since I've done that. Let's close that document there. Let's right-click on that, and well, in fact, it's so long since I've done it that it's not even showing up in my recent documents on Excel. I imagine that Josh mainly comes for the Excel chat in more ways than one. So this is mainly for him. Albino Lefe's link has been cut. That's good. I don't like them. I feel like the bad guys of the Where's my damn file? Browse. The bad guys of this save so far have been Albino Lefe. Barry beating Pescara. Good. Why can I not find it? Where the hell would it be? Shall we go to your desktop? Personal. FM Stats XLSX. There we go. Right. So, Italy for this year. The cup was... Oh, well, they won it last year as well. Everyone's favourite, Juventus. Smash a save on that. Okay, here we go then. I'll finish that off next time, and in the next video we'll discuss briefly the goings-on in other leagues. Right, Vicenza or okay, so we're going to put Colombini. Let's go for Colombini. And we need to have Giannoni there with Big Groupopoulos on the bench. Big Groupopoulos, a player who I like, but just hasn't done it as well as I thought he would do. He's going to be released on a free this summer, so shame. Let's just leave everything else as it was, and we'll see what we can do to a poorer side. Hopefully, we can... So this will be his 175th appearance for Colombini in this game. let's calmly tell them to go out there and fuck them up. Come on, Vicenza, be poor. Roll over for us. Have your little belly rubbed. This means more to us. I don't care if you could be relegated. This means more. That's 6 points from relegation. We're 6 points away from promotion. Groenendijk, his good effort, but Marchese was able to actually use some composure, which is a rarity in this division, to take the ball and clear it. Ramos's ball goes in. Sandro heads clear. Colombini heads back into the middle. Villamos and Montero takes it away from the goalkeeper with his head, and it's 1-0 to San Marino. Those Sammarinese boys, Fiorentina have started early in this one, winning 1-0 against Parma already. Maybe Parma can turn it around. They're a fairly average side. But come on. Mercadante has a bit of a mess there. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh good. And then Villamos kicks it out, which is, there wasn't really any need to do it quite like that, but we'll take it. Caballero running with the ball now. Man, he's slow, and Laurie takes him out. I think that's Laurie from The Walking Dead, and if it is, good. Oh, Groenendijk. Oh god, it's gone in. Laurie seems to have scored that himself. Groenendijk, in the meantime, has injured Mercadante. Well, let's see what happens here. So Groenendijk's effort, I don't know why Laurie decides he wants to just bury that, but maybe he's got a bet on for us to be promoted. I won't complain either way. Villamos, can he cross? He can. Oh, in towards Groenendijk again. They didn't suffer an injury that time round when he went into attack. Okay. And Laurie's having a fucking dreadful game. What was that? Puts it out wide for us. This could be a fairly comfortable victory, meaning we're only 3 points away from guaranteed promotion. Fusco to Caballero. Caballero, oh man, he got under that. Scooped. Not a great finish. Worth remembering that Caballero is still only 18. I noticed that after sort of coming back and sort of having another look through my squad before restarting playing, that he's only 18, which, considering he's got, 13 or 14 goals a season, is pretty good. And when we signed him, he was actually 16. So we've had him for a couple of years already, and he's only 18. And yeah, he's a good player. So I'm looking forward to seeing him develop if we can. The game thinks he'll develop into a decent Serie A player, so maybe we'll keep him for some of that. I should hope that we'll have him at least for the first season of us in the Serie A. If he scores some goals, we might end up losing him somewhere, but he's a kid with a bright future. Groenendijk to Brunas, back to Groenendijk. The ball goes in. Fusco at the back post, completely unmasked. Tommaso Fusco touches home at the back, and we are 3-0 up. Lovely little work there. Beautiful ball in, and completely unmarked. It's unbelievable. He could have taken the time to touch the ball, sit down, have a little cup of tea, and then put it away, but he didn't. Now, the attention from us really turns to Parma and what they can do against Fiorentina. The suggestion is probably nothing. They're 2-0 down. Well, it's fine. We don't need the title to get promoted. It doesn't make any difference at all. Tavares goes in, Yildirim goes in, but we do manage to clear it. Federici, I assume not Adam Federici, clears comfortably. Pleased with how things are going. Keep it up, and I think that's all I'm going to say to them. We don't need to say more. We get the action underway. Chuck Tester from the humorous internet fake advert from Rhett and Link. Yeah. What a reference that is. Otterdal up towards Colombini, doesn't get there. Not towards Colombini, sorry, towards Caballero. Thank you, Caballero, for picking the ball up just as I couldn't remember your name. This is what we like to see. Good run from him, back to Brunas, and then with Caballero again. Hasn't scored in a couple of games, but he has been fouled by Chuck Tester. Ramos's free kick towards the back post. Nobody quite managed to get there, and then Groenendijk continues his reign of terror as he takes out one of their defenders. Uzama Yildirim, his effort ruled off for offside. Vicenza now very dangerously close, within 2 points of the relegation zone if this result holds. Oh, great ball. Groenendijk. Oh, great save as well. Very disappointing there that we didn't manage to extend our lead further. Bernas to Solvi. Fusco to Monteiro. Oh, Monteiro, terrible. So they're actually very close to the relegation zone. It looks like they'll be playing a playoff with someone at the very least. Caballero to Ramos. Ramos, good save. The ball comes back in the middle. We don't manage to... Oh, God. It's just sort of being not quite pinballed, but there's a lot of scrambling around in front of the penalty box. Ramos to the back post. Again, nobody really there. Rodrigo with a chance to set up a counter, but he does that instead. Ramos doing them a favour and kicking the ball out for a throw. Now this is ours again. Colombini to Ramos. Fusco with the ball, slips in Groenendijk. Groenendijk scores. It's 4-0. And this is what we want to see. Giannoni is tired. So we're actually going to bring on Big Grikopoulos. And I think we're also going to take off Colombini because he's looking a little bit... No, we're not. We'll do Groenendijk off and we'll do Ramos off. Because those are the boys who we'll need for that Andrea game. Vicenza, who knows? Bernas with the ball out all the way back to Ortodal. Colombini up towards Cristiano, doesn't get anywhere though, unfortunately. Tavares tackled, bullied, hounded off the ball. Solvi, Fusco, great ball. Monteiro bearing down on goal, must have a second. Wow. Okay, so Parma did at least put up some token resistance, which is nice, although Fiorentina there just extending their lead. I think I've just found a hair in my... maybe I'm being slightly allergic, because we had some friends round yesterday evening to discuss work, and he has a cat, so it's every possibility that they brought some cat hair with them as a cheeky little present. But if they did, that may be why I have the little sniffs, because I'm allergic to cats and I don't actually feel ill, I just have the sniffles, and that's the way it goes sometimes. Laurie does tackle. He's been the protagonist or the antagonist in this game so far. Tavares, they scored a goal. That's nice for them. Do they score many goals? They don't score that few. Actually, they are, one of the lowest scorers in the division. Nevertheless, 4-1 to us. This is good. Seems like if we win all the rest of our games and Fiorentina win all the rest of their games, the title will fall to that loss that we had to Fiorentina a few weeks back now, where we lost 2-0, I think away to them. We beat them at home, so it's a lovely ball, but no, it's being given offside. Sorry, Vicenza, not for you, lads. Okay, Ortodal with the ball up to Solvi. Caballero. So it's notable that since we took off Olivari and we brought on Big Grikopoulos, we've been a lot less solid at the back. They've started to come forward a lot more, and they've scored again. There you go. Tavares does get his goal. 4-2. Yeah, but then Askalev also scored, so they're still the second worst scorers in the division. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. A win is a win is a win. Romeo Menti is this stadium's name. We have got ourselves the win. We've come away with what we wanted, which is the 3 points. We are now 7 points clear of Andria. It makes the next game very... did they just win 4-3? Did I see that? It makes it crucial that we come out of the next game without losing. Not crucial, but it does make it very important, because it will mean that we are basically guaranteed the championship. Not the championship, but the promotion. So someone's planning to buy Benevento. How to have come third in the fucking Gemma third division. Oh god, someone needs to go there and turn that club around. They have a goal disallowed, but I think that's fair. That was Matteo Colombini's 175th appearance, and it will probably be his last, but fair enough. Tavares did very well. Yeah, he's cool. Tavares, He's made 15 substitute appearances for them this season. I'm not saying... I mean, yeah, I don't want to waste my time talking about pieces of shit like that. Right, so we'll give it an end there, and then in a few days' time we'll come back for the Andria game. It's about a week away. So I'll stop recording, and then I'll come back for that for the final video for this season, hopefully the final video in Serie B. And then we'll prepare for our new life in Serie A, but let's not preempt things too much. I'll see you in the next one, guys. I'll see you in the next one.